my final video review for this week is for my paperback read, which was Change in Time by Robyn Nyx. This is what the book looks like. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video, it's still hanging around on YouTube and Facebook, so you can go and check that out. And if you'd like to check out my Goodreads review, I have just posted that. So if you're on Facebook, there is a link below all the other videos, or if you are on YouTube, there is a link in the description below. And this is a video review. So Change in Time by Robyn Nyx is the second book in her Extractus trilogy. I had already read the first book, Escape in Time, so there's a review if you want to check that out, but I am completely speechless by book 2. Oh my god. So when you're feeling a bit speechless and then you've got to write a review and then you've got to talk a review, oh my god, I don't know what to say, like, other than it was amazing. I really wasn't sure after reading Escape in Time. It was so intense that I really wasn't sure what I could expect from the rest of the series, but I had like a little bit of an idea, and then book 2 was so much more than I could have imagined I was going to get. I am absolutely fascinated with Robyn's imagination for these books. It must take some effort to create this. Change in Time was exciting and thrilling and just left me really conflicted, which is, oh, see what I mean? Speechless. I'm trying to think, and I just, oh my god. Humans can be some of the most horrible people. Like, seriously, they can be completely heinous. And the way Robyn captures the evil and delivers it in her books, and she did this in Escape in Time, and then that's what I mean. I genuinely didn't, like, I knew what to expect, but I didn't know, like, how she was going to top the evil from Escape in Time in this book. But yeah, she did. It was absolutely spine-chilling. How do you say her name? Nelida Stanton is positively evil, and yeah, she gives me the creeps. I knew as soon as I read that first bit about her in this book, I was like, oh, what a horrible person. So I can see why Landry and Delaney and the team have to go back in time and do some stuff, but it takes real talent. It must take a lot of effort and a lot of talent, and probably a lot of sleepless nights and probably a lot of nightmares, to get into the mindset of such evil people. And then it must take a whole different set of emotions to get into the mindset of creating strong female characters, because Landry and Delaney are such strong female characters, and then those that surround them are also really strong female characters. This book has like literally such a strong female cast, and you know, she really delves into their emotions and their thoughts, and no matter how dark and wayward they go, even when it's the good guys, she really delves in there to give you, as the reader, the full insight into this character. Like, you really feel what they're feeling, and you really experience what they're experiencing, and you really end up thinking what they're thinking, which is really clever to get into the reader's mind like that. It takes talent, I can tell you. So, you know, these people like this. I mean, people like Nelida and Landry and Delaney, they exist. People like that really do exist in our world, but accurate representations of strong characters taking control and accurate representations of people being evil for evil's sake, they can't be easy to write about. They really can't. And Robyn portrays them so realistically, and just the way she gets those really twisted ways of evil people, like, oh, it's genius. It's absolutely genius. You can't help getting really involved with her characters, and their emotions sort of become a bit connected to yours, and their thoughts, and you really will feel some quite strong emotion towards the characters anyway, and their actions and their decisions and their thoughts as well. That will really mess with you a little bit, because once you find a book like this where you really get sucked into the story, and everything that's going on, you can't help but form an opinion on it. That's just how human psyche works. So, you know, reading the second installment, it's really set me up with excitement for the third book, because this surpassed all my expectations. So can you imagine what the third book is going to be like? Oh my god, I'm so glad I don't really have to wait for it. I kind of do, because I can schedule it in, but it's already written, you know, it's there. It's not like you have to wait forever for it. So any of you that are like really interested in this series, like, it's all there for you. You can go grab it right now and you can literally read it all, and it's going to be like, you're going to be blown away. Like, it's going to be amazing. So I just, you know, the unexpected has really blown Landry in this book. And so I just think, like, the consequences of any poultice mission are high, but in this book she had like there were going to be massive consequences to what happened. And, you know, I really admired the way we got to see the vulnerable side of Landry in this book, because she's such a strong character. Her emotions, you know, really hold back, and so I like that Robyn gives you that side of them when they're alone and when they've got time to process. And it's become really apparent that you know, she does suffer from emotional conflict, and she, you know, she has so much is changing in life that she has to deal with, as well as these missions, and it's a lot, and it's the pressure and the stress on her as well as a person. It just really, Landry's character had like a whole, I learned so much more about her in this book, and I learned so much about Delaney's character as well, just from just further development of their story. So like I say, book 3, like, wow, can't wait to see how they develop further. You just are reminded how human they are despite what they do, and literally no matter how tough you are, emotion will get you, especially if it's connected to love. I love that message in this book. It was really great. So I was literally gripped reading this. I don't really think I came up for air. I was definitely questioning the sanity of some of the characters, you know, the leader, and I genuinely just couldn't put the book down. I was completely addicted, and just, I don't know what that says about my own dark, twisted thoughts, but I just love this series. Like, I cannot get enough of it. Like, it's a trilogy, so like, there's only 3, but I'm like, oh, there has to be more in future. There just is gonna have to be more. I literally had to finish this book by devouring every single word, and I just, oh, I can only highly recommend it, like completely highly recommend it. It's such an emotional, engaging trilogy, and book 2 was absolutely brilliant. So go grab a copy. You totally know you want to. I'll pop a link in the description to Changing Time so that you can go and grab a copy. If you've read Changing Time by Robyn Nyx, please let me know what you thought of it. I'd love to talk about it with you. It's one of those books you have to talk about. It's one of those trilogies you have to talk about. If you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to read list, or you're planning to read it, or the trilogy, again, get in touch, let me know. It's always great to hear what you are interested in reading and what's on your reading list. And if you do read it, I really hope you have the best time reading it, and I hope you love every moment of it, because I thoroughly couldn't get enough. It was amazing. Bye.